Roshni Arthur, and I've been a nurse for the last 8.5 years, in which I was working 7.5 years in Vikram Hospital, Bangalore. And through a common friend, I got to know RN India, which is now Global Nurse Force. And then my journey towards UK started. It was a very rigorous one, 1.5 years of writing exams, IELTS, CBT, one after the other. And but then finally I reached Hillingdon Hospital, which is in Uxbridge and is in Middlesex County actually. And I've been deployed in the neuro rehab department, and I've been working there for the last 1 year and 3 months. Journey has been great. In fact, I started working there when just COVID had just begun, and after that we worked during the first wave and the second wave, which is still prevailing, of the pandemic. It's been good. We've got a lot of learning experiences with the ups and downs, and we got to know the culture and the work ethics of a different country. But whatever I was taught here in India didn't go vain at all. It actually increased, helped my knowledge level increase, and help my experience be more better, and take care of the patients in a more better way. The courses that they're offering, when even I did my OSCEs, they were letting me know if I needed some help from their end, which was really very helpful. But yeah, here I am successfully now working as a staff nurse, band 5 at Hillingdon Hospital, all the bone unit, and really grateful to all that you have done, and wish that all the nurses who are getting recruited through you will have the same experience. And the facility that I'm working is basically elderly care, but neuro rehab patients who are also with spinal cord injuries and post spinal surgery patients who need rehab. So, our unit has a lot of physiotherapy and occupational therapy, where we train the individuals to become maximum independent, like self caring and independent, even when they go home. So, they are like able to do most of their daily activities by themselves with minimal assistance, which is not a burden or a challenge even for the family. They can cope with day-to-day life, and in fact there are many individuals who've got back to their normal day-to-day routines, like driving a car, cooking, like walking by themselves. So we are more into aggressive physiotherapy and rehabilitation, and we do have follow-up cares that happen with the district nurses who are there, because that is also handed over to the community nurses there. So we do have a follow-up, and we do get to know about what the patient's progress is happening at community, and what are the for like future supports that can be given through the hospital, which cannot be provided by the community. So there are following up with the patients back home. It's good. It's a different experience though. I've learned, and I'm still learning, and looking forward to learn more. I was excited, new place, but yeah, missed home food. But we got so, like, we were welcomed in a very nice way. They made us feel comfortable. The team was there to welcome us, and they just swung into action, getting us to get to know the local places, uh, banks, and the GPs there, health registrations, all that has to be done. So it was good, and they never made us feel like we are in a strange place, because they were always open, like, we can just contact them whenever we're all new to the place. I even remember asking the HR about the currency conversion, and she was happy to help. So, yeah, but after that, it just became so normal, and it's been good so far. Eventually, that was a lot that we were actually getting stressed about. But the hospital then changed the tenancy agreement to every 6 months, where they would ask you whether you would like to continue to staying in the hospital accommodation, or would you, like, look out for a place. They've not forced us to leave the place actually. If you felt like leaving the place, then you leave. If you want to continue the tenancy agreement, you can continue after every 6 months. But I have stayed now in that place for almost a year, and I feel safe. It's quite convenient, comfortable, and it's right in front of the hospital, so it makes it more easier to go to work, and it's more secure because you're in a strange land. I've never found a difficulty there now. It's more comfortable. I never felt the need to move. Maybe I might think of moving once I get married, but not before. The place that I am living is called Uxbridge, and it's just opposite to the hospital. We're surrounded by a lot of supermarkets, and basically, this place is just half an hour to Heathrow Airport, and there are a lot of. It's easily accessible to the metro lines, the underground stations, uh, transport, food. Even for Indians, actually, that was a matter of concern because we're not used to having bread and boiled stuff. So food matters was a concern. But then, little did we know that in just walkable distances, there were Indian stores around us where we get our kind of groceries, our kind of vegetables. So it's easy to access those shops. Transport has never been a problem, whether it is cabs or buses. It's all easily accessible. The bus stop is right in front of our house, actually. You don't have to go too far. And safety is always there because we are in front of the hospital. Ambulances, police cars is always up and down. So I think nobody should have any fear about staying in that place. It's quite safe and secure. During COVID, it's challenging because you have to be in your PPE for the next 12, 13 hours of the shift that you have. It's challenging that you don't want to cross infect your patient, and you don't want to get infected yourself. um, you need to have, there are signage boards, there are people who are there to give you counseling because it's already very stressful, so we can reach out to them and speak to them. It gets busy from the time you take handover, and then time just passes by till you finish the day. It's challenging because you're seeing the infection spreading so soon. It's quick, so we are taking the maximum safety that we can. But yeah, it is tiring. It's at the end of the day, you're just satisfied that you finished your job well and you came back home. It's busy because of the number of cases, but there are a lot of support staffs in and around who are there to help us, counsel us, motivate us. Uh, Even they even tell us, like, when we're totally, like, down on energy, you can just go take your breaks, take out your masks, breathe properly, and then come back and put it up because it's challenging to wear the entire kit for so long. In that way, my department, I can say, I haven't worked for a longer time in other departments. It used to just be like one shift in some other department, but I can say in my department, the entire team is very cooperative along with the doctors, and we do look out for each other. So that's how we are working as a team. They're very welcoming actually, because even they are with the same mindset and fear, that how would they gel and work with other people from different nationalities and different experiences, different work backgrounds. But I think coming together as a team, it just helps us to see through the day. and each one acknowledges each other as an individual, take each other's opinions, suggestions, and distribute work among ourselves. Team coordination, it's all there. So now it's become like, more happy to see each other in each other's teams. So we have just got used to each other now. Sleep, rest well, video call home. Uh, yeah, and just catch up with friends, tell them how it's going, because they're also working in with pandemic in other cases, in other places, different countries. So just asking them about their safety and wellness. But most of the time, it's just resting and sleeping. Now that the lockdown is in place, we can't go shopping. But otherwise, we do go out to see different cities because the transport is very comfortable. It's a lot of opportunities for nurses, young nurses who would like to pursue their careers. But they should be open to learning and adapt to the system, because it's a totally different culture and totally different work ethics. So if they're open to learning, they can progress well, and yeah, they'll have a nice future there. That's all I can say.